Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the room by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low...
There he goes! They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. Smithers into space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Rolling right and going deep. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
One of the love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Back to throw, it's Flood. Caught over the middle, it's Marshall. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job but the pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Bryant. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Lost to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Snatches it on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. First and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. On the move at the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Back to throw, it's Flood. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Still running at the 35. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And we've got a shootout.
And you want to finish half strong. This is a great job by this offense, executing down the field, taking up some clock, and punching the football in for 6.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Bryant. Steps away to find some room. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Fires into traffic, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And it's no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the 2nd half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Looking for an open area to his left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He turns it loose to the left. He's got it on the outside. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's James. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Creates a little room. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Randall. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Flood. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good...
Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Right on the money. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this...
There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To throw, it's Bryant. Under fire. He's going to fire to the left. And here's the third interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for